Yep. And on the line right now, man, we have our man Bakari Sellers. You see him everywhere, TV, the news. He's been advocating for the people for a long time. Good morning, my brother.
Man, what's going on? Glad to be back.
Yo, and you came in the nick of time, man. Everybody's watching this whole election. It's looking great for Warnock. Ossoff pretty much got it in the clutch. How you feel this is going to play out?
Man, look, did that thing. Shout out to DeKalb County. That's who came through last night. It was just spectacular to watch. But Warnock is only the 11th black senator in the history of this country. Morehouse, Ossoff, a 33-year-old Jewish journalist, made it over the hump. We haven't announced it yet, but I think that's going to happen over the next day or so. It's just been a great day. It changes the whole complexion of the country, literally.
Bakari, this is Angie. I want to ask you, too, next steps now, right? When we're talking about the Senate, the big issue becomes in order for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to push their agenda through, control in the Senate is necessary. And I know a lot of people are saying, this pushes Mitch out the way potentially, but you also have some conservative Democrats in the Senate as well. So can we talk about next steps in terms of getting things passed? Because this basically will even everything up if Ossoff gets in. It evens everything up 50-50, and then it's on Kamala Harris. But there's still some Democrats that might turn or be more conservative. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, but you just breathe by pushing out the way. That's a big deal right there. I can't let you just get at a footnote. I mean, the reason you don't have progress in the country is because Mitch McConnell is holding it up. And it feels good to wake up and be able to say the minority leader of the United States Senator Mitch McConnell, to say that the ranking member, chair of Judiciary, Lindsey Graham. But yeah, Joe Manchin is going to play a role. Chris Coons is going to play a role. But at least we'll have debates on things like voting rights. We'll have debates on things like criminal justice. We should be able to get to 60 and have $2,000 stimulus checks. I mean, these things really matter to folks. So I think you're going to break the log jam slightly, and we're going to have a debate about marijuana. I mean, which is I think, but all of these things can now be debated, and that debate is stifled.
Indeed. Now, real quick, Bakari Sellers, to people who are new to politics, it seems like obviously you would kind of vote, across the board for your party. I was really shocked to see the gaps and differences between the numbers of Warnock and Ossoff. Why do you feel like, a lot of people voted heavily for one and not so heavily for the other?
That's a good question. Now you ask the political science question. That is something that people are going to look at for the next few months. I believe the answer to that question is that there were a lot of people who just showed up and voted for Warnock and then went home. So we'll have to see what that is. But at the end of the day, man, I'm just excited for Raphael. I'm excited for John. I'm excited for the country.
Indeed. Yo, real quick, switching gears before we ride out. Eyes are also on Wisconsin. The officer that was responsible for shooting Jacob Blake in the back 7 times, he got off scot-free. People are big time mad about it, as they should be. What do you think the next step is, to get some level of justice in this situation?
It's passed the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. Did anybody believe that they were going to charge that officer? I mean, if you thought they were going to charge that officer, I want to sell you some beachfront property in Nebraska. So, we got a lot of work to do, and this racial reckoning wasn't a real thing. So, everybody was hot and heavy over the summer, but now we're back to, real issues, and we have to pass real policy that changes people's lives.
Yo, the man on the line right there is Bakari Sellers. You can catch him on TV, catch him online. Where can people follow you at, my brother?
Well, I used to say they could follow me to the polls, but now you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, man. Thank y'all for always having me. I'll see you next time, my brother.
Peace and love. One time, y'all, for Bakari Sellers.
We are the Morning Hustle.